Nerdrotic.com.
All right. Time for the Super Chat Square Up for Friday Night Tights with Just Some Guy and the Inquisition. We had quite a few left over, so I will try to answer every question as best as I possibly can, even when it is not directed towards me. Of course, cancel culture has continued today, and we just saw an attempt at superheroes and Joss Whedon. That thing is still boiling up. There's still the Naughty Dog fallout. Last of Us 2 sales dropped 80%. They're going to drop some more. This game is a total disaster for them, just like everybody thought it would be, but I think that's kind of dying out now. The sales for The Last of Us 2 have dropped 80%. They will drop more. This game is a complete disaster. Neil Druckmann has been out having a nervous breakdown on the internet, admitting that he helped take part in taking down videos, and of course it doesn't work. And you know what? Write a better story. That's all I got to say. If the story was good, it wouldn't even. The leaks don't matter. Leaks don't matter if the story's good. Of course, there's a Star Wars rumor from Doomcock. Very interesting development today. Star Wars Theory said he talked to his sources, unnamed, of course, said it's true. You hear that? Fireworks. Getting close to 4th of July. He said it's true. I think that adds validity to what Doomcock has to say. Never doubted that Doomcock had sources telling him stuff. Seriously, and I still seriously doubt they will erase the Disney trilogy from canon. But now, I mean, is there a faction at Disney talking about this? Well, I think that backs that up a little bit, don't you? Again, it's unnamed sources. We've got... apparently the BBC is pretty pissed off at me, and they're just happy. They're not going to lend. They're not going to respond to this one, which I heard from my source, and they're going to let it blow over. Which is we'll have to see, won't we? But I was told directly that they are not happy with me. Ooh, gee. These things are right now. So there's an alley, an access road right behind my house, and they're shooting them off from behind there. It's like the worst time to record. But okay, what was I saying? Yeah, BBC's pissed off at me. So I get in fucking line. Also, this will be some news to you guys on the personal front. I know, like, none of you subscribe to this channel to hear too much personal information, but I've been talking a lot about my Cal exit. So it's begun, and it begins with really bad news, okay? And I don't know if I'll make a separate video on this or not, or just talk about it right here. My wife, Melissa, has decided to not continue with her salon. So this was not a decision that comes lightly to her. This was her life's work. It's the reason she came to San Francisco, apprenticed for years, worked her ass off, became creative director at not a corporate salon, but a bigwig salon, and went out on her own and completely succeeded. And the only thing she can take away that I told her is, like, you went out on top. It took the government stopping you. She was doing better than ever. She was booked out, and it's been rough. It's been extremely rough on this entire family. So, and on her, and not, she's not taking it out on us or anything like that. No, she's just sad. She's freaking sad. And it's hard to watch her go through that, and I can't fix it, wish I could, but I can't fix it. So what we do is we don't feel sorry for ourselves. We're not victims. Certainly it's a fucked up situation, and certainly somebody fucked us over. Do I think it's the president? Nope. Would I lay blame at the governor of California? No, not really. Not in the beginning. I think he's opened some stuff up. I'm not a fan of his. I think he's an idiot. But no, would I lay blame at the feet of our mayor? Yes. Mayor London Breed, absolutely yes. She is an empty-headed idiot. So the first part of our move has begun. We are going to move out of San Francisco as fast as we can. It'll be within the next 2 months, and we will circle the wagons. I've got my mom's down there. My father-in-law is down there in San Diego, and we're going to go rent a house in San Diego. We're going to have to keep our house here. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Can't sell it right now, and I do not want to rent it. I don't want to become a landlord here in San Francisco. That's a nightmare in itself. So I don't know. I don't know right now. But we need to be able to work and live our lives. So and Melissa has an opportunity to work down in San Diego. And that also brings us closer to our family, and we can have a place to stay down there, and yeah. So there will be no changes for the channel. You might see a green screen behind me a couple of times, but I'm going to be making videos. I'm going to try to make more this month. I have hired a producer, Lady Gravemaster, and she will start next week. We're going to start her out slow, and then she'll be helping out a lot more. Then hopefully I can produce more stuff for you. So let's get to it right now. Tim Scorpion for $2. We should sue Druckmann. The evidence is there. Yes, he did change. He admitted he changed the trailer. I don't think he can. Just don't buy his game. This is the second game by him that is pretty much going to be a flop, right? Because the last one, Uncharted, right, 4 didn't do very well either. Did any of you listen to Tim's rant the other day? Tim Poole? I've listened to a lot of his rants. Inquisitor B312 for $2. He's been on point. I think it gets a little crazy sometimes, but Tim's on point. He's a good YouTuber. Thank you for the ice cream crazy cat guy. Greg Miller has been king of shilling since IGN. Black Tiger 001 for £2 Canadian pesos. Yes, indeed. Butter Biscuit 92. I think Legolas became my favorite movie character. Legolas is fucking awesome. Then don't watch The Hobbit though, because they fuck him up in The Hobbit. Butter Biscuit 92. Lord Thoth for $2. Yes to pineapple on pizza. Absolutely. I fucking love pineapple on pizza. Don't listen to these hicks. Waiting for Nerdrotic is an account. I want someone to heart me on like Odin pizza. I want someone to love me like Odin. Oh shit! I want somebody to love me like Odin loves pizza. It took me a second to get that shit. Eskimoto Phono for $4.99. One of a kind funnies, big fans that does fan event and got a job at IGN, got me too'd. Oh, well, everybody's getting fucking me too'd. Why do you want to work for a corporation nowadays? You say hi to a girl. Abuse. So glad I'm married. Jeremy, get back on Twitter. I miss you trolling. The Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. I miss trolling you. £2. Thank you, the Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. We love you, man. Carrie Smith for $14.99. Gary, I'm the former SJW from Unsafe Space you mentioned recently. Left the cult after 20 years. My friend sent me your vid. I would love to come on with you, talk. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching our vid regardless. Carrie Smith. Holy crap. How did I fucking miss that? Yes, Carrie, we will talk. We will talk, Carrie. I got to pause this now. Okay, I just emailed her, so hopefully we can get Carrie from Unsafe Space on to talk either on Friday Night Tights or one-on-one. She will break everything down for you of what's going on right now. A lot of you know what's going on, but she's very eloquent in putting it together in a nice bite-sized piece, so we can share it with our friends to fight this cult that is infecting our country, and it is using people to do that. It is using it is using the people who would be affected the worst if our system got torn down. If our system gets torn down, some of us will be able to get the hell out or will survive, but the ones who will be hurt the most are the ones who are helping right now. That's what I worry about. And a lot of other things. Not that I think our system's going to get torn down anytime soon, but we almost need to be thankful that this whole thing reared its ugly head when it did, Now we need people to stand up, including me. Because this isn't right now. This is an ideological battle, of course, but this is a fight for our freedom, for our culture, and for anybody who's out there who might be on the fence or on the other side. Do you really think if the system gets torn down, it will automatically be replaced with another system? No, it'll be hell on earth. It will be Mad Max. Imagine your average day in your average penitentiary. That's what it'll be. I've lived that. You don't want to live that. Most of you wouldn't survive it. You saw The Chode, right? The Chode was a living documentary of what happens. Starts all fun and peaceful, and then a few days in, the warlords come in. The bad actors, as you call them, well, those bad actors, those people you want to free, that are in prisons right now. Anita Sarkeesian, like I said, I was in there. Are there problems with our system? Sure. Yes, absolutely. Is it fair? No. Mostly an economic thing, though. Do you want to free all the prisoners and defund the police? Hell no. I was there. Didn't meet anybody who was innocent. Keep up the good work. Great job evaluating and analyzing science fiction and the superhero genre. Thank you, Lawrence Goldstein, for $14.99. Bless you, my friend. That, if I have time, that's going to be my next video, which is canceling superheroes. A short one. It's just going to be a short one. The fucking article is stupid as hell. But there's a bigger picture there. Like, again, it's always been about the big picture. Garrett, okay, so Tesseract, can you do a shout out for Kingston Gaming Nexus, located at 270 Baggett Street? I gotta say that very slow. Baggett Street, Kingston, Ontario. They sell comics and other nerd stuff. Awesome. And I just shouted it out. And I think I shouted it out on the show. Odin, do you have any pizza left? No, he ate it all. Dean approved for $5. Don't know who's more terrifying, Abby from Lutu or female as? Well, clearly it's female as. Big fat nerd for £5. You're just big bone, buddy. 369 Garian for $2. Hail this panel. The panel was awesome. Just Some Guy is awesome, and my beautiful and talented co-hosts, except for Jeremy, are brilliant as well. Where do I sign up for Naughty Dog suspended my Twitter for Memes Club, and do we get a decoder ring? Fluffy Panda, actually you do. You do. Ask Jeremy for $5. Oscar Mayer for $5. We march for the fandom menace, and we know no fear. We kneel to no one. You bow to no one. Louis the Plank for $2. FMK, Trailblazer, Snowflake, Safe Space, go. I mean, listen, Snowflake is kind of hot. I mean, a little bit. I would, I guess I would marry Snowflake and show her what a man is. I'd have to get... Okay, like back in my getting loaded days, I'd have hit Trailblazer. And Safe Space, I would banish him into the negative zone. Captain Palsy for $2. Master Bedroom is now racist. Yes, it is. And that's true. That's a true story, by the way. Larry for $5. Those that have canceled, those who have been canceled, have been canceled. Also, those who have been sacked have been sacked. So we've all been sacked and canceled. 13th Warrior. It's good to see voice actors teaching their peers that actors shouldn't pretend to be people they're not. Racism solved. Right. Black Tiger 001 for 2 Canadian pesos. How did the sex fine go in England? Well, the sex was fine, apparently. Crow T Robot from Saddle. All I can see is saddle. I don't know what it says after that. Satellite? I'm not a white supremacist, but I play one on TV. Now, that can get my shit. Crow, if I say stuff like that and get isolated, The audio can get isolated. Mark M for 10 pounds. All my favorite YouTubers in one place. This is amazeballs. Apple was my idea for $5. You guys need to watch the Nice Jedi trailer by Imperator Cuts. So good. Imperator Cuts. Is it Imperator or Imperator? I don't know. I was kicked out of 3 high schools. Derek Magard for $10. When are you getting on Parler? Well, I got on Parler, but I guess there's an issue with them now, so I haven't done anything yet until I figure out what this issue is. You know what? Every time I go to one of these places, there's an effing issue. Bad Robot and Naughty Dog announce merger. Well, Jar Jar Abrams and Neil Cuckman are made for each other. Thank you, Vake, for $1.99. For $5 from Jaeger Bomb, supremacy has become a straw man for these neo-Marxists. I'm calling them for what they are: snakes in sheep's clothing. No respect, we reject. Word. Orville Nation for $5. Great panel tonight, Gary. Go Jeremy. Go Jeremy. Chris Persia for $5. JJ call out supremacy, yet never calls out elitism, the greatest divider and problem under social equality. What is that? Well, Chris Persia for 5 Canadian pesos. We know they are doing this to placate. The problem is they're sowing the seeds of their own destruction. Long live Snyder. Hail Snyder. In Snyder we trust. Austin Trench, thank you for the $1.99. You know, I appreciate the fact that Snyder isn't trying to fundamentally change Hollywood so he can stay in power like Jar Jar Abrams. Starkiller OBL for 25 PLNs. Abrams didn't make money. He took a $4 billion franchise and made it worth $0.5 billion. Yep. So did Kathleen Kennedy. Le Chevular du Lys. Le Chevular du Lys for 5 Canadian pesos. Little known fact, Jar Jar was involved in Apollo 13 not sticking the landing. Also, did you guys read Craven's Last Hunt? And if so, did you like it? I loved Craven's Last Hunt. It's one of the greatest Spider-Man stories ever written. Archeon696 for $5. Is everyone excited for California legalizing racial discrimination? Oh, I am. Oh, yes, I am. John Ellis Bush for £1.99. How long until the correct opinion pill? Oh, they won't need that. They'll just get rid of all the troublemakers. 200-watt studio. Dianetics, page 21. 200-watt studio for $2. Defund Bad Robot Studio Security. Yes, defund them all. The only thing you can hope for is Bad Robot is now with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers doesn't have this entrenched relationship with Spielberg. So he's kind of on his own a little bit. So we'll see. Are you all going to join Jeremy on Parler? Says Robert Harrington. We have, but God. Raging Golden Eagle has been tweeting that I don't understand what he's tweeting though. That they're looking for some kind of. He's like I don't know. I got to read his tweets because I don't know. But there's some problem that I haven't noticed yet. Truckers are refusing to go on to Democratic cities without police escort. Did you guys see that one? Or going in at all, even at triple pay. Private Halo 117 for $4.99. Yep. So that's why I guess Al Gore and Jeff Bezos are starting a trucking company. Good luck finding somebody who's going to go in there. Hi, please comment on the upcoming Foundation series, says Joseph Gonclaves for $2 Australian. Well, I saw the trailer and I wasn't impressed at all. It didn't make me want to watch it. I know about the story, and it looks really bland. I'll probably check it out, though, Joseph. I will. I'll give it a good chance. Black Tiger 001 for 2 Canadian pesos. PGA Masters gets an advert in Abbey, and now this? The Masters tournament's in trouble. It probably is. Tall, dark, and gruesome for £5. It's all going to build up to an ending like the fat kid in Lord of the Flies being squashed with a giant boulder, waking them up from their mania. Yep. I just remember that. 52 movies a year for $4.99. AT&T Warner Brothers. I will never see a movie with that bad robot is involved in. On a good note, I am watching Lord of the Rings tonight in a theater. God, good luck, man. I'm jealous. That's awesome. Martino Sulmoni for 500 Chilean pesos. 2020 to-do list. Cancel Jeremy. Done. Watch Odin eat. Done. Find people to restore faith in humanity. Done. Done. Paisley Gemini for $4.99. Hail, Gary and company. I just heard about Brie Larson taking over Pirates of the Caribbean. What the fuck? No, it's not Brie Larson. It's I'm blanking on her name now. Margot Robbie. No, Brie Larson is on Twitter. Not Twitter. Brie Larson is on YouTube. She came on YouTube today. I got a couple DMs about it. Yep. Peppermint oil capsule for £2. ED209. That is all. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is that? Peppermint oil capsule. Tell me on Friday Night Tights. Hashtag Zack Snyder's Doomsday Clock for $1.99. Austin Trench. That would be interesting. Why not? Undo that awful Watchmen series that's being trotted out as stunning and brave. I doubt the person even watched it, by the way. Screw the bobbin for £2 British. Master is problematic. So now I will primary bait. And we did read that, and we're all going to primary bait. It's almost impossible to get an Uber in Chicago, says Crispy Critters for $2. I bet. Black Tiger 001 for $5. How has the world turned into a plot of The Dark Knight Returns? Where's JGL and Commissioner Gordon to rally the police? At least Bane isn't really out there. Burn. I know I mentioned that one of the reasons I didn't like The Dark Knight Rises, by the way, Dark Knight Rises, Black Tiger, was I thought the premise was ridiculous. Not so much now. Star Killer OBL for 10 PLNs. Simple. Kratos needs to be black. Kratos needs to be black. Simple. And so does the next Doctor, by the way. The next Doctor is going to be black. Stargate 404 for $2. Yuri Bezmenov predicted all this in the 80s. Probably. Oh yes, that's that KGB guy. That's that KGB guy who talked about infiltration. You're right. Louis the Plank for $5. The whole voice acting thing is bullshit. Phil Lamar voiced Samurai Jack, and people loved it because he did a good job. Talent matters. It does. It does. It's all these changes are just killing Hollywood, and not that it doesn't kill Hollywood to be inclusive. Just to be fair, that's all. We're not going to see fair, though. This isn't about including. This is about taking stuff away. And the problem is the most talented people are going to go on their own. They're not going to put up with this bullshit in Hollywood anymore. You're going to have directors afraid to direct. You have writers afraid to write. That you cannot have a creative environment under surveillance. Flicks by Cody for $2. Cancel Robert Downey for Tropic Thunder. They'll try. You know what? And it's going to be in the 4th or 5th wave of this, but they'll probably try. So what? We need a blind actor to play Daredevil? Of course, Mad Brown 666 for £2. Duh. Dat Pixie Girl for $5. Remember Hamilton put out a casting call that said only Only non-whites need apply, even though everyone who they were representing was white in real life. Yep. If you hire a black guy to do Black Girl for voice acting, or you could have hired a white person for that role, or Asian, or whatever, that is actually a crime in America. It's called racism. Call a lawyer. Well, here in California, they just did away with those laws so they can discriminate. Private Halo 117 for $14.99. Peppermint oil capsule. Callus in Rebels is white, voiced by a black actor. Peppermint, yeah, then that's fine. Don't worry, it's fine the other way. D. Matthews for $5. If you need to be the same race as the person you're voice acting, then is Disney going to replace Robin Williams' genie? He wasn't a magic spirit thing. Well, he kind of is now, to be honest with you. May he rest in peace. Poor Robin was tortured. Nuff, says John Ellis Bush for £1.99, and Zay gives a phallic unicorn for $1.49. Let's go scroll up a little bit here. Assassin's Creed Vikings, Kill the Men and Buy. Black Tiger 001 for $2 Canadian. Kill the men and say goodbye, or turn bi? Well, you can't be bi if you kill all the men. Then you're going to have to be a lesbian. At least we got rid of Trump, they'll say, as Antifa line them up against the wall. Robert Harrington for £5. Yep. Brian Yoder for $10. Well, if a writer can only write what they are, and an actor can only play what they are, then the next few years of movies will be about narcissist, child-grappling hypocrites. Oh, that is the greatest super chat. Okay, Brian Yoder, just want to let you know I screen capped that, and I'm going to tweet it out in about a half an hour. It's 10:30 p.m. Pacific time, so it'll be up about 11 p.m. Pacific time. So well done, sir. Well done. Maximilian Robespierre, look him up. Very topical. I will. Anthony Vogel for 20 Danish krona. Maximilian Robespierre. Gotcha. Fluffy Panda for $5. Apparently almost 80% from white college educated women, 95% support among millennials, support BLM. See Speak Out in Wrestling. Me Too Sports. You mean women who went to university? You mean women in their 20-somethings just finding out how the world works and they want to just change everything immediately? That's not stereotypical at all. Brown Gaijin for $2. What if, number 44, Captain America knew how frail liberty is? Yes, I own that comic. Farting Hearts from Mary Ashmead. She knows that's my favorite. Thank you for $2, Mary Ashmead. Adam Wolford for $20. So on Twitter, there was a post saying, Ellie has gone through more pain and suffering than any other video game character. I bet you guys could come up with characters. I say all the Spartans too went through more pain and suffering, and I said Miss Pac-Man, and I'm sticking with it. Dialogue between Az and Gary is beautiful, it says Guy, means Gary. Flicks by Cody for $2. Thank you. Friday Night Tights is becoming one of the highlights of the week. Hail chat, Zachary Moore for $9.99. I am looking forward to it tomorrow. Oh yes. Eric July is joining us, 2 p.m. Pacific time. You'll be seeing this in the morning. Matthew Trump for $10. Gary, your nooner this week, going through your whole channel history was one for the YouTube ages. Sharing it with everyone I know on my blog. Find your voice. Ya all onward to 500,000. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew Trump. I appreciate it. Just paying that forward. I heard it from Jeremy and in a movie, A Star is Born. Icon Bearer for £10. Hey, gents, I missed the notifications, but I'm here now. I also hope to revamp my own channel and become an active YouTuber again, and it's thanks to you all that helped me build the motivation to do so. Brilliant. We need more voices. We need more voices. It's getting weird here, and a bunch of channels just disappeared. A bunch of channels just got demonetized. I don't know how long I'll be around. They could get rid of Doomcock, Jeremy at the Courting at any time, And while that will really suck for me, I will be very bummed. And the reality is I would have to rebuild from scratch. I'd have a core audience who might follow me over to the website, but the vast majority of you wouldn't. And I'm not going to get mad about that. But there needs to be somebody here to replace us if we go. Okay? We only win with sheer numbers. We are the majority. We are adults. We are adults who think with common sense and aren't extreme on any issue. Although we are painted as such. When sane voices are painted as extremists, you know we are in very, very dark times. And we need to fight this. And we're not going to lose. Don't get down. We are the majority. By the way, you see this stuff starting to die down. That whole defund the police thing starting to die down. And it's dying down pretty quick. Stay strong, okay? I'll do the same. I'll do the same. I know I get discouraged. Listen, we're having to pick up our life and change. Guess what? We're excited. We're fucking excited. We got mad. We got sad. We're still going to be sad, but mostly we're excited. As is full of Abby, says Vakison Zavison. Always. Or maybe Abby is full of as. Thank you for the... What is this? Is this like cryptocurrency or something? RSD DIN 250? Thank you for whatever it is. It's a donation. I appreciate it. Omega 32 for $2. Rest in peace, Ian Holm. You will be missed. Absolutely. He is missed. I truly do miss him. I do. Dan Willis for $5. As one of those authors with multi-book series, we're not chasing Netflix, we're chasing Kindle Unlimited readers. Vic did my audiobook. You guys rock. Whoa. Dan Willis. Holy shit, I didn't see that. Yeah, Kindle Unlimited readers. Is that where yeah, that's the thing you want to chase. I gotcha. Dan Willis. We're gonna check Dan Willis out. Hang on. There's Dan's book right there in plain sight, read by Vic Mignogna. I'm buying this on Audible. I have Audible. I got a credit. I'm buying it, and I'm gonna listen to it tonight. Dan, thank you for the super chat. Bless you. God, it's good to hear there's creatives out there who are in the common sense realm. Sorry I didn't get to that super chat. You rock, my friend. That is so fucking cool. All right, Dan Willis, hail. Just joined Parlor today. So far, so good. Yes, Christine Nardone, thank you for the $5. Bless you. I'm there. I will be sharing, but I got to talk to Raging Golden Eagle, see what's up. That's a good channel. I trust him. I do. So if there's something wrong, I'm going to believe him. Spectre Von Baron for $2. My guy, some guy, great seeing you here. Just some guy's brilliant in every way. Modalicious for $2. $2 to tell Az he looks like a thumb. Az, you look like a thumb. Oh my God. Perry Chan could probably do something with you because they do remember the thumb, not Thumb Wars? Was it Thumb Wars? I can't remember. Chef Taylor for 5 Canadian pesos. So just heard, pardon the pun, Birds of Prey director is going to do the next Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, go guys. Is it really the Birds of Prey director? Oh, it's going to suck. It's going to absolutely suck. It will go down about as well as Pirates of the Caribbean did, unless all the women start having sex with each other, like, I don't know, in this movie. Like I said the last time this rumor came up, this has been done, and it's been done better. Better written, funnier. The sex is pretty good in it. And the scissoring is better. And this, of course, is Pirates. I'm not even sure if I can talk about this on YouTube. This was, at the time, the most expensive adult film ever made. And it actually had a plot, and I own it. Bought it right after our wedding. It was, I think, because during our wedding reception, me and Mrs. Nerdrotic, we got married in the Viva Las Vegas wedding chapel in Las Vegas near the Stratosphere. And what we did is we got married by the Grim Reaper on Halloween. It was an 8-minute ceremony, and then we had a bachelorette combined 2-day party where we went to strip joints and all this other stuff. And we went to some club where an adult star was passing out free movies. And this was one of those movies. So it makes me think too. When we got to this bar, it was Halloween night, right? So remember that like freaking techno song that's at the beginning of Blade with Tracy Lords and everything? The DJ was there doing it in time to the movie. It was freaking like such a great night. Such a great night. In so many ways. In so many ways. It's been fun watching your crazy lads. It's been fun watching you crazy lads, but gotta go to sleep. Abby Smash says, Chi the Floffy, and you probably slept and woken up a few times since then. I hope. Thank you for the 50 Danish krona. It's been, this 2-time needs a vacay baby. This 2-time needs a vacay baby. This happens every year. Chris Knight for $1.99. Well, as far as what, female pirates, we get, maybe we do get a female pirates movie announced every year. Kind of feels like it. Snell World for $2. Happy early Treason Day and Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Jeremy. Nicholas Horton for £5. Unlike George, who's taken over 12 years to release his novels, author of the Shannara books has released a book every year. Final book is this year. Man, I got to get into that. By the way, thanks everyone who supported that video. That video, I wasn't sure if anybody was going to watch it. And it's a strange thing on YouTube that video had a great second day. My Doctor Who video has gotten more likes than most of my videos and comments too, yet it slowed down quite a bit. Like I said, the BBC is really pissed. The Feral Jester for £5. Still got Song of the South on VHS. It is what it is. Nothing special of a film with some cute animations. Yeah, they make way too much of it. Gary Walker for £2. Surprise, Blazing Saddles isn't canceled yet. It's coming. Crow T Robot from Saddle. I can never finish that. I'm not a white. He wants to say that again. I'm not a white supremacist, but I play one on TV. Well, you can now. Actually, that's pretty much the only role white guys are going to get pretty soon. Viking Insane for $2. Gary, get your hands on classic media. I don't know why I said Gary. It will be gone one day. Yes, that is, God, we've been saying that for a while. Guys, let's be honest. Owen and Abby were using a golf club in that T. Louis 2 love scene. That's why it looks so awkward. Oh, they were using a golf club, huh? Let's be honest. Canceled Venom for £2. If you love things sci-fi, I suggest Control. SCP-ish. Is that a channel? What? SCP-ish. Cancel Venom. Clarify if you hear this on Friday Night Tights. You don't have to go to Super Chat. Just hit me up in the chat. Hail, y'all. I will defend their rights, even the right to be sadly mistaken. However, I will never give up any of my rights in order to make them feel better. Period. Bama Grad for $12. Hell yeah. I agree with you. At the time, though, little more worried about our rights. New Orleans was built in a swamp and is flat as the lady next door's chest. How do you get Splash Mountain out of The Princess and the Frog, says Mark C. for $5. I don't know. Boar Legion for $5. I read that one on Friday Night Tights. Where did you get your Merlin statue? Love everyone's content. I'll ask him about that. JSG panel, do you think the pessimistic predictions on the resolution of BLM protests by Brett Weinstein on Joe Rogan are plausible? Equals revolution. It's plausible. But we just saw what their revolution was. It was funded by capitalism and allowed by social democrats. And everybody was screaming at everybody to do something. I was even worried about somebody doing something, and not doing anything was the best thing to do. Unfortunately, the person who should have done something, who was the mayor of Seattle, has the blood. She has blood on her hands. 5 people shot. A 19-year-old boy died and a 16-year-old boy died. 2 teenagers died on her watch. So she doesn't get to go back and say, look, we ended it peaceful. No, 2 teenagers died. Did I hear Scott Adams said she did the right thing by waiting? What the fuck's happened to him? Scottish Will for $5. What did you guys think of the new Cyberpunk 2077 vid yesterday? Looks absolutely awesome. Do you think it deserves the hype? It kind of does. It's delayed again. But it looks pretty good. Excuse me, can I talk to the manager, please? That is the 868, and it is the 86,804th doctor. Thank you very much. Thank you, Star Trekker 58. I messed that up. 86,804th doctor. Windu, you are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of primary. Anakin, you mean master? Windu, no. That's racist now. Says Taker 610 for $5. Ah, there you go. You cannot be a Jedi. You got to be a Jedi primary. Forever Sci-Fi $4.99. It turns out that when you go online to exchange your woke points, all you get is canceled. I have no pity for these people. Do not. I don't. John Zeller for $10. Came in late watching Doctor Who 7 Battle. Came in late, watched Doctor Who 7 Battlefield highlight. Writing on the TARDIS is gone. Watch it. It's about 30 seconds in. Nah. I'll go check that out. I mean, were you watching it on BritBox or where? John Zeller, email me, Gary@nerdrotic.com. Give me a screenshot. Peppermint oil capsule for £2. Deconic? I thought it was Decunny all the time. Well, it's, it can be whatever you want. It's don't buy my book. Taker 610 for $2, as he is more streaming machine than man now. Yeah. God, he almost streams. He streams more than I do. Jeffrey Turner, a.k.a. Mega Jetty 1. What's up, buddy? The labelists need to know their role and shut their mouths. Hey there, Gary, Jeremy, Odin, and Tom. Let Leia smacketh down their candy asses. All hail Leia, Jeremy's little dog. And thank you, Mega Jetty. Latino Slant for $2. Line reading, I take responsibility. Latino Slant, and this is all, well, stunning and brave. Jane Theory, great channel. Go check it out. Thank you for the phallic unicorn, Jane. It's good to see you. Earth Prime 232 for $5. I've heard that you could keep comics in a box front to back, not all facing the same way, to prevent damage from spine stress. Do you concur? Yes, that is a way to store them. I do not store them that way. I'm too anal retentive and I need to see my comics, but that is one way to do it. Yes. Now that's how I used to stack them in sections when I was putting them away out of the books, and that's how they ship them. Diamond is in a lot of trouble. We'll go. There's an article that came out. Your boy Zach did a video on it, but we're going to go over it on Friday Night Tights tomorrow. Personal truth out of my circle of friends, only 1 or 2 escape being molested by women as kids, friends, mothers, older siblings, or babysitters, says the Iron Mega for $10. Holy shit. Really? Yeah, women can do that too. It's not all men. No. Oh no. I take responsibility for putting the twist tie back on the bread wrapper. Very good, Mark C. for $5. This convo reminds me of the movie As Good as It Gets when Jack Nicholson, how do you write women so well? I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability. Guess they're misanthropes. Ha ha! Stargate 404 for $10. That's a good one. Rin Wesley for $5. Do you think it's possible to do for indie games what CG has done for comics? What do you think would be the biggest hurdle? It's possible, Rin. The biggest hurdle is the group of people being together, creating that game, staying together, and seeing it through to the end without drama and all that stuff. And there would have to be enough money. There would have to be enough money for you guys to like stay in it too. But it's absolutely possible. Yes. And I think it's been done. But that would be interesting. That would be interesting. I would love to see City of Heroes brought back like properly. I would get behind that. I know it's kind of back, but properly. Men created the comic book industry. Grandpappy Fist for $2. Yes, they did, and women will destroy it. Zuzu Torms for individual women who are a-holes, by the way, not all women. Those women don't speak for all. They disgust me, says Zuzu Thorns for $2, and we understand that. We absolutely understand that. Just some guy nails it in all of his videos. Always the truth, says Chim247 for $2. Absolutely. That guy hits it out every time. The Red Pill Journey for $5. I hope you guys join Parler. I would love to follow you there. Fuck Twitter. We have Parler.com/Nerdrotic. On to June for $9.99. So which has the more realistic sex scene? The movie The Room or The Last of Us 2? The Room. Mark C. for $5. I take responsibility for telling my child that generic brands taste just as good as the name brands. Thank you for the $5. Black Tiger 001 for 5 Canadian pesos. Just some guy said it in the video. Keep them out. You have a fandom and some nuts say this is great, but can we change this? Get them out. Get them out. Eric Lavoie for $13.99. Parler verification is simple and fast. I got verified in less than 24 hours. Thank you, Eric, and I will try it. Mega Jetty 1. By the way, I've already passed this on to Jeremy. By the way, Jeremy, I tried to log on to the website yesterday, but it didn't recognize my credentials despite them being saved. Tried to reset. Can you help? Again, I just passed that on to him. JB Bohemoth for $4.99. I used to get excited when my sci-fi was being turned into TV shows and movies. Now I tremble. I want my indie undiscovered shit to remain that way. Same here. Absolutely. My God, yes. This is for Az. That horn is sounding worn out, Mr. Slaughter, for $1.99. Yeah, we need another clown horn. Exactly. Shane Bentley for $9.99. This may have already been shared, but just in case, Cleveland from Family Guy is no longer Cleveland. Hashtag knee to the outrage culture. F them. Leg Duck for €5. Hollywood, take responsibility for Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, well, they won't. Remember, he was a god, according to Meryl Streep. Mark C. for $5. I take responsibility for buying orange juice with lots of pulp instead of pulp-free. Oh, how dare you? Ugh. Oscar Mayer for $5. All this is necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Some old white guy. All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Some old white guy. Yep. Thanatos Felicitas for $2. They must hate old school Unix finger command. They must. Oh, thank you for the $2. For $5, Navanama. Some good news. Chode in Seattle is ending. Only took 4 shootings and a simulation of a communist dystopia. Exactly. Well, 5 shootings, actually. Took the death of a 16-year-old boy for them finally to do something. Dean Heiss for $5. The TARDIS is going to have the chameleon circuit miraculously fixed next season. Love Friday Night Tights. Hail the Phantom Menace. Yep, it is. And it will be Jody's last. How much is it for the green check mark on the G&G website? On a real note, crowdfund the app even if you only do it on one stream. We need it now, says GeekTube for $4.99. There you go. Zuzu Thorns for $5. Confident and competent women like men. Feminists destroyed storytelling and creativity. I miss A good old tale and a good adventure. Zuzu Thorns, so do we. Thank you so much for the $5 and thank you for speaking out. Thank you for speaking out. As per Angela White, as make a plushie total seller. Make an as plushie. Ugh, Coughtron for $5. We need it. Well, we've got the as baby doll. Yona Vega, thank you for the $3 and fist bump to you too. Fist bump to you. Bear Business One for $20. Most actors are realizing that no one cares about them because they play characters once, maybe twice a year. YouTubers are people who provide magnitudes more interaction and promotion, a sense of community, something they will never figure out. Brie Larson can come here on Twitter and do her occasional videos just like Will Smith does and Jack Black. And they still wonder, I've got millions of subs, I'm getting millions of views. Why are they not talking about me as much on YouTube? Well, I don't want to tell them the secret, but they need to start live streaming. It ain't about the videos anymore. It really isn't. The videos are for growing your channel, but it's about the live streaming. TwitterWatt Studio points out that MASH will be leaving out a word I can't even say, but thanks for the $2, and it's dumb, but you can kind of see it down there. But it's YouTube. We're all going to have to speak in code. It doesn't mean we run from the platform, by the way. We just learn to speak in code and, use a lot more sarcasm. Eric Stuller for $5. Gary, our idiot governor, Inslee, is going to give Newsom a run for his money. Game on. Hold my beer. That's right. Private Halo 117. The movie theater I used to go to as a kid has closed. It was open before WW1. Now the owner, he let me pick out anything I wanted for $500. You guys will never guess what I found in the closet. Starts with S. Star Wars? I forgot what we asked and we don't know what it is, but it's probably Star Wars. Well, you need Ramsey Sharma for £1.99. You all need to get on Parler app, F Twitter. And we did that. Victorian Cyborg for $2. Friday Night Tights is racist. Change my mind. We're not. We're not. I don't have to change your mind. Victorian, is it Victorian Cyborg or Victorian Cyborg? T. Louis 2 is misogynist, an attack on women's appearance. Unhappy, masculine, cruel person is positive role model for daughter. Game characters have no agency. Author rapes Abby to prove this is how attractive women should look. Equality 72521 for $20. Yeah, it's a sick and twisted game. And Druckmann was playing out. Basically, you saw in that speech what inspired Druckmann, stuff like Sin City. So he knows what he likes, and he's considered this great writer for writing a pretty good father-daughter relationship in a video game. Listen, no disrespect, okay? Video game stories are cool because you're immersed in the world, but it's not movie quality writing, okay? It's just not there yet. Not there yet. Now, what I'm messing around with The Witcher's cool. The Witcher's cool, but it's like good animated movie quality of writing, which is still great. I mean, honestly, it is. Hey, listen, games are bigger than movies. That's the gaming is the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing in entertainment. So Unreal for $5. Twitter and Facebook just lost a huge advertiser. Twitter and Facebook just lost a huge advertiser, Unlever, for the rest of 2020 because of the insanity on the left. Check out Timcast, just reported it. I will check it out. Entertainers need to just shut up and entertain, says Zuzu Thorns for $2. God. And you know what? Some of them do. But not enough. Not enough of them. Not even Robert Downey Jr. He was out there popping off, which he has a right to do. Mudcrab for $2 Australian. Not sure my last super chat went through. Have second D. Thanks. Mudcrab, I didn't see the first one at all. I didn't see the first one unless it was way earlier. Hail, Victorian Cyborg says, Hail, Rise of the Fandom Menace. Hail, hashtag Rise of the Fandom Menace. That's right. I read Game of Thrones in the 8th grade. It helped me stay sane in high school. I'm now 28 and will never get closure. Hashtag RIP Tyrion, you deserve more. Navanama for $5. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've got you know what? Surprisingly, with that video in the beginning, I was getting killed. But I've gotten a ton of positive responses for that. So thanks. Yeah. And a lot of people saying, man, thank you. And you know what? It's the 10-year thing. Because 5 years ago, I would have been against me saying what I said. I would have been like, let the dude finish his book. 10 years is fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. You're not going to finish. And it's time you're honest with your fans and tell them that. Just tell them that. And you know what? Write a history book. Write it like you wrote A World of Ice and Fire. Give them something. You know, it's going to suck, but like, you know, basically a maester's account of what happened, you know. According to Christy, thank you for the poop. Thank you. Black Tiger 001 for 99 cents, by the way. And according to Christy, awesome. Black Tiger 001 for $2. Lies! Old Man Gary has always been Old Man Gary. Yeah. I was never young. I've never been young. Unless you go look at my Geeks and Gamers account and my profile picture is me when I'm 17. I'm a beardless boy. Fat Steven Seagal Batman for 2 Canadian pesos. Jeremy, F Naughty Dog me one more time, please. F Naughty Dog me one more time. Ah, yes. Thaddeus for 20 Brazilian dollars. Just a heads up about Parler. Their core guidelines are more restrictive than Twitter's. So there is a good chance to be Gab 2.0. Cancel culture gets a hold of it, enforces rules, and everyone goes back to Twitter. Be careful. Yeah, Thaddeus, I think we're already starting to see that. Mr. Anthony Hunter for £2 or 2 Canadian pesos. RIP and tear heavy metal intensifies. Oh, tear. RIP and tear heavy metal intensifies. Rest in peace, everything. Andre Fernandez for 50 Argentinian dollars. Don't you think instead of racial discrimination in entertainment, we're going to have political discrimination? Another kind of blacklisting? Yes, absolutely. That's what this is. This isn't racial. This isn't fucking racial. This is political. This is funding for the DNC. Tear down that commie Lenin statue in Seattle. Is there a Lenin statue in Seattle? We should go tear it down. Pablo Papano for $2. J-Lo Flicks for $5. Come to Parler. It's not just for conservatives. It's for free speech all around. I'm there. I will, you know what? I'll test it. I'll test it and see if we get limited. IRC is still around for social media. Says Mad Stan for $2. Thank you. Keep up the fight, boys. All save me $60 on The Last of Us Daddy Issues 2 Electric Boogaloo. Says Hypnotoad for $10. Social media is the reason for the hate, says Pablo Papano for $2. It is. It's stirring it up just as much as the mainstream media, if not more. Mandolin gives a piece of cake. Thank you for the $1.49. I appreciate you, Manda. Pablo Papano again for $2. CHOP is a mini Chicago lib policy. Poverty and crime. Really, Pablo, absolutely. Dean Valentine. And unfortunately, just some guy is right there to see it. And listen, Chicago is a beautiful city. There's some awesome shit to do there. Northern Ireland, 1969 through 1999, was so bad it was referred to as the Troubles. Horrific war crimes committed on both sides, white Catholics versus white Protestants. How do I apply for my white privilege rebate? Dean, I remember hearing that on the news constantly. Monster Huntress Rune for $2. Imagine first contact with aliens during this bullshit. Right? They'd fucking leave. Vesuvius for $10. How do y'all feel about Robbie doing Pirates? If she isn't super male gazy, I'm not watching. Also, I expect Jack to save her skinny ass in a cameo. I'm not even going to watch it. Margot Robbie. Yeah, Margot Robbie. You know, she played it just right. She had no problem doing some risque scenes in the beginning just to get noticed. And listen, she's trying to get her cheddar now while she's still young and pretty, because despite objectifying or not objectifying or this new Hollywood, you still got to be pretty. And the new Hollywood might be the last Hollywood, by the way. What you saw today with Brie Larson coming to Twitter, listen, there was a lot of funny videos about it, and everybody's all, welcome, Brie, and there's the theories of she came here so we can't criticize her because she's another content creator, and there might be some arguments to that. You want to know what the real reason was? You want to know why she came here? Hollywood has seen that we have been entertaining ourselves just fine over the last 4 months. We haven't needed to go to a movie theater. The world is still turning without new TV shows, and they're scared, and they should be, because they're losing tons of money, and they will not be producing anything for a couple of years while you and I can produce something right now. Again, get your ass on YouTube. We need more of you. Girls, 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 you're both pretty, says Michael Tryon for $2. Well, I am. Just kidding. Just another guy for $5. Fight Fire with Fire. The sequel trilogy was legit racist against Finn. He was a janitor, and they hit him on the poster in China. # cancel Star Wars. That's why Bad Robot came out with that over-the-top, ridiculous response. Pablo Papana for $5 says, Disney is going to make Gabori Sibadibidibi, I don't even know how to say her last name, a Jedi in the next movie. Yes. Yes, they will. Isn't that precious? Crispy Critters for $5. As a cosplay photographer for 30 years, the best piece of advice I can give any congoer, never do anything alone. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Felipe Abrigo for 2,500 Chilean pesos. Hi, gentlemen. I wonder what the twatter mob was going to say about Weinstein's assistant, the Star Wars woman. Nothing. They said absolutely nothing, because she is on the right political aisle and protected by the Alphabet organization, which is very powerful for now. Black Tiger 001 for $5. Remember, today was the day Mr. Epstein's assistant was arrested. Wasn't there a big thing against bullshot? How were ads that literally misrepresented the visual aspects of the game not bullshot? Black Tiger 001 for 5 Canadian pesos? I don't know. Mega Jetty never got into The Last of Us. Felt it ripped off Walking Dead. It did rip off Walking Dead, and it was boring. It's a boring concept to me. Post-apocalyptic zombies, everything sucks. Yeah. Neil Cuckman, you know what? The Chode could have used some zombies to break up the monotony. Oh, it was filled with zombies. That's right. Neil Cuckman is here for £5. Guy called Solodrev Dodd a review called what? A guy called Solodrev Dodd a review called The Real Tragedy Behind The Last of Us 2 Story. Pretty damn good. I'll check it out. Cuckman in The Last of Us 2 is like Lucas in the prequel trilogy. No one would tell him no. Abby is his Jar Jar Binks. No one for 15 Brazilian dollars. Yes, that's the problem with George. Both Georges. George R. R. Martin, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Harrison Ford, everybody. Jar Jar Abrams. Nobody tells these people no anymore, except for us. We humble Hollywood with pride. Does that make sense? It should. Modalicious for $2. Last of Us 2 Garbage Agenda. Code 36. L is Zoom R in fire. Left is Zoom R is fire. Gotcha. I have no idea. That's game speak. Elite Spanker. Elite Spanker for $2. Just wanted to say hi. Hey, hi, and hey. Destiny Captain for $1.99. Gary, watch Clark and him close. You hear me? I will. I hear you. I hear you. And thank you. And thank you. Mega Jetty, the Dark Tower equals last action hero. Does it? Does it, Mega Jetty? You know what? I've never made the correlation. I've seen them both. I haven't seen the Last Action Hero in decades, but I liked it. Phage Agito for $10. Wait a frailing second. Wait a frailing second. Sorry, little Farscape speak. What do you have against Roland Deschain? Yeah, that part. But hey, the movie did a pretty good. Oh. Nate G for $2. Jazz is awesome. Jazz is awesome to people who like jazz. Nate G, thank you for the $2. Alt Fit for £5. Let's be honest. If Abby was hot, we'd have been more understanding of her story. Instead, she was represented as a buff tranny. No, absolutely not. She could have been a skinny little model because Alt Sonequa Martin Green is pretty. Daisy Ridley is pretty. I don't think Brie Larson is at all. Okay. I just don't. But some people do. It's not about pretty. Margot Robbie is hot and she was annoying in Birds of Prey. Vincent Keith for $10. They're subverting the wrong expectations. Subvert the characters. Let the fan come along for the ride. These idiots set out to subvert the fans. That's never going to work. Vincent, that is really brilliant. Brilliant, my friend. Watch old black and white Space Patrol show Unwoke. Ben Frail for $2 Australian. Yeah, Space Patrol. Calvin Klein celebrates first trans queer lesbian. Taker 610 for $2. You know what's going to happen? They're going to be so far gone, they're back again. So I'm going to become a trans queer lesbian, and then I'm going to swing back to just be a straight guy. There, I did it. All like while I was sitting here. Culture Casino. Thank you for the phallic unicorn. Captain Cummings is the OG. He's how I discovered Zach. Chim247, he was the OG. Then he went insane and he tried to cancel Peter Samedi at Alterna like a little SJW. I don't know what his issues are. I used to respect that guy. He used to be funny as hell, and I think he's got some like personal problems, and I hope he works them out. I really did like the guy, and I got nothing personal against him. I didn't like what he did to Peter Samedi. I thought that was cruel to put him through that. But you know what? There's a lot of people who like to do that shit. A lot of people and you know what? If you like to do that to somebody online who you've never met, who's never really done anything to you, son, you got some problems, man. And if you're holding any kind of rank in the military, I am very concerned about our military. Crazy Cat Guy for $5. Off work sick today, but caught most of the show. Small donation for Operation Cal Exit. Good night, all. Thanks for the stream. And thank you. And, you know, I will extend this out to Captain Cummings. If it's a substance abuse thing or something like that, dude, Gary@nerdrotic.com. Email me right now. I'll talk to you any hour, any day if we want to discuss like some issues. I can help you with that. I mean, I can help you talk through it. I can help find some places, some outlets for you to help you out with that stuff. Because, you know, I'm just speculating. I don't know, but I saw Captain Cummings drink a lot on live streams, but he was funny. He was coherent. He was nice. Man knows his shit about comics. And he turned on Peter Samedi. I mean, like, dude, if he was going after others in Comicsgate, but he went hard for Peter, who is just a cool dude. He was accusing him of faking a swatting, which he didn't. There's others who I suspect, but I can't prove. I can't prove it. I don't know who would fake something like that. You know what? YouTubers would. Content creators would. They absolutely would. Let's not be crazy here. People do a lot of stuff for attention. Josh Leak. The one thing, you know, I'm telling people to come on YouTube before. Sorry, Josh, I'll get to you in just a second. But I want to preface it with this. There are some cautions with this. So I'm doing this recruiting drive. I want people to come on, but I want you, if you suffer from serious depression, bipolar, maybe not. Maybe not. Because if there is success, you run the danger. Listen, I run this danger. We all run this danger, and it's a worry for me every day. It really is, because this shit can go to your head, and it's very important that this doesn't become my identity. That I obsessively work at this, but I am a dad. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I'm a sober guy. I can't be YouTube first. And it's hard. It's hard not to, but I can't be that because it's going to end someday. And I don't want to be crushed. You know what I mean? Being sad is fine, but I don't want to be I don't want my soul to be crushed like it was when I closed my comic shop. It took me 5 years to recover from that shit. And listen, I've been in prison. I've been through like a lot of shit, but it was soul crushing. I don't want it to be that way again. So that's why I always say this will not last forever, because that's for me. That's for me. That's for you. Just going, this is one day at a time. I'm going to enjoy this while it lasts. And it has been fun. If it ends tomorrow, it has been fun. Thank you. But if you have issues like that, I would say maybe not. Maybe not right away. You know, that's all. That's all. Josh Leak, I hope we win against these left-wing orcs. I'm tired of all this stuff everywhere, from comics, books, movies, government. I am growing tired of the war. Josh, that's what they want. They want to tire us all out. And I don't blame you. If you want out, like, dude, and you're done, I got it. I'm Stan, and I am energized. And while you don't want to live in anger, sometimes anger is a gift. Frank the Tank 285 for $10. Hail guys, this is for you because I just had a Twitter argument about The Last of Us 2 and the person is mad because the game's trash and they have no leg to stand on, so I'm ignorant and blocked. Well, that's usually when you win the argument. Gary, have you seen Bat Metal on YouTube? You should. I will check it out. Chris Mead, thank you for the $2. I appreciate Tom and Midnight's Edge After Dark. He has introduced me to so many other YouTubers in the community, including all of you. Jedi Master Zetopia for $5. We love Tom, and that's why he is the sixth member later on. And he's been helping a lot. He's been an incredible resource for Friday Night Tights and this channel, and a good friend. Love Tom. Chris Mead for $2. Just some guy. Look up Justin Johnson on YouTube. I will pass that on to him, Chris. Thank you. Fred Sacco for $100. Really enjoy you guys. Thoughts on season 2 of Star Trek Picard, The Search for Content. Fred, I am really sorry I missed this one. I don't think they're going to have content. And Fred, I truly apologize. I didn't see this. God, I didn't. I looked too. Okay, Star Trek Picard season 2. If it happens, it's not going to be for 2 years. I got some inside information. This is just for you, Fred. I'm not really supposed to. They have shut down. They have shut down all the studios in Toronto. Now, they are shooting Picard here in LA, but they're going to be unable to shoot Picard and insure him for the foreseeable future. Okay? Patrick Stewart is at risk. So Star Trek Picard, if it happens, and I am thinking it might not now, is not for 2 more years because of insuring Patrick Stewart. I just opened a bottle of Black Bush Irish whiskey. Nothing says white privilege like tasting some fine Black Bush. Says speaking moistly. Moistly for 5 Canadian pesos. That was a well-crafted super chat. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Morgan Naslin for $24.99 US. Thank God you all are out there. Keep up the great work, and I'll pay the cater in your band. I'll play the cater in your band. Hell yeah, Morgan. Join us. I came back, and we're in Exozone Mini. Kind of, Diego Flores. A little bit. We went a little Exozone-ish towards the end there. We're reaching the end. This has been the longest super chat square up. Diego Flores. Thank you again. Private Halo 117 for $1.99. Star Wars A New Hope, the film. Yes, the rumors out there from Doomcock about erasing the Disney trilogy through the veil of the Force. I still find it hard to believe, but Star Wars Theory said the rumors are true. Now, what parts of them, I don't know. There being factions at Disney and Jon Favreau hating The Last Jedi. Well, Jeremy broke that with Cameron Pasha. And I will say, the veil of the Force, there was a girl on Twitter saying that rumor's been out there before. Now, I have never heard it, but there was a woman on Twitter saying that rumor has been out there for a while. Culture Casino, you know what? They did talk about that a little bit for Rise of Skywalker, but not for erasing the Disney trilogy. Culture Casino for $2. Someone needs to plug Walton's Best Brew and book. Well, you just did, Culture Casino. You just did. I'll get drive-through, Batman Forever. I remember. And that is it. That is it for the Super Chat Square Up for, and you know what? I'm not going to get to the Inquisition, folks. I'm going to have to record another one over the weekend. That'll be part 3, and then we'll be caught up. So, yeah, sorry, Inquisition, folks, but it is getting late, and I need to get to bed and prep for Friday Night Tights tomorrow. So don't you go changing. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video or Super Chat Square Up. But please enjoy these fine credits. These are the patrons. Pretty soon, the members will be added to this too. And there'll be much more added to it. Right now, it's pretty plain. But, it's what I got time for. Thank you so much. You bow to no one.
Nerdrotic.com